Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at 12 untranslatable words from English into Spanish. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell for notifications of when we post. And sign up for the free newsletter. The link is in the description. Every 2 weeks you get free exercises to help you practice your English based on the video that we made. So sign up.
So the first one is commuter. So there's no real word for this in Spanish, but it's basically somebody that travels to work every day.
Next one is busk, or to be a busker. You have no word for this in Spanish, but the closest equivalent is músico callejero. This is somebody who plays music in the streets or the metro station. They are busking.
The next one is shoplifter. So in Spanish this would just be ladrón, but in English we have a specific word for a shoplifter and a burglar. So a shoplifter is somebody that steals from a shop, but a burglar would be someone that steals from a house, for example. But in Spanish these would just be both be ladrón.
Okay, the next one are your fingers or your toes. So in Spanish you use dedos y dedos de pie, but in English we have two different words to describe both of them. So your fingers are on your hands and your toes, they're on your feet.
Stare would mean to look at someone intensely. In Spanish there's no real translation for this. In English we have more specific verbs for actions, whereas in Spanish you would have to say more than one word. For example, mirar fijamente would be stare in Spanish.
Okay, the next one we have is to dive. So in Spanish you have two ways to say dive. The first way is bucear, but this means to dive into water. Or the other way is tirarse al agua de cabeza, which literally means to lunge into the water head first. But in English we just say dive.
So the next one is slipper. So the word in Spanish would be pantuflas, but this isn't very commonly used. So in Spanish they would say zapatillas de andar por la casa, which is quite a long word, quite a long phrase for only one word in English.
Next up we have to tip. Yet again, English is very direct when you want to express an action. Tip in Spanish is una propina. But in English we can use the verb to tip, which describes the action of giving somebody a tip. You don't have this in Spanish.
So the next one is spam. So sometimes in Spain you use the same word for spam, but the Spanish word would be, the Spanish phrase would be correo basura or correo no deseado.
Okay, and then the last one we have is bromance. This is a bit of a play on words and it describes brother and romance. Push it together, you get bromance. This describes a relationship between two boy friends, not boyfriends, who are very close and they're basically in a relationship as friends. If there was a word in Spanish, it would be the same thing, bromance. Anyway guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe and sign up for the newsletter. Let us know if you would like to see the opposite of this video. Spanish words with no translation in English.
I think it sounds good.
Yeah. Coming soon.